66. Or there was a TV show, it was Route 66. Holbrook, Arizona is right on the old Route 66. We're going to get a little closer look at Holbrook today. See what there is to see around here. You guys can explore a little bit with me. Coming into downtown Holbrook. And the population is supposed to be around 5,500. There's this powwow trading post, which is supposed to be like some kind of tourist attraction or something. I'm not exactly sure what. But you know what's funny is that Holbrook really isn't as big as Payette, but they got a lot more businesses. A lot more businesses. Trying to find, I think it's down this street, but I'm not sure. Hopi or Hopi. I think it's down this street that dinosaur display is supposed to be. Something like that. I may have to pull over somewhere and look at Google Maps, see where things are. There's also supposed to be a really interesting museum somewhere in here. Oh, here's the wigwam thing. Yeah, there's this wigwam thing, and then there's a bunch of dinosaurs. This is actually a motel, where people can rent these wigwams, which from what I read are kind of spendy. I don't have that much of a hankering to sleep in a wigwam. Well, apparently the dinosaurs are in a different area. So I want to pull over somewhere. And look at my Google Maps. and see if I can figure out where this is, because I would like to get some video of that for you guys. If I can. Is it petrified? Jim Gray's Petrified Wood Company, Arizona's largest rock shop. That might be interesting to go in and look at just to kill some time. This is the dinos that I was talking about. I don't know if that's the main ones. We've got different places around here. Oh, there's the museum. Okay. Colonel Mustard. Some of these little mom and pop places have the best food. Alright, I'm just going to flip another Yui. Yeah, very windy today. I just had a lady call me right before I went by where those dinosaurs were that we just saw. Just had a lady call me from social services office and said that there might be possibility of housing in Winslow, which I'm not sure how Winslow is, how far it is from here. But that'd be alright. Winslow's quite a bit bigger than here. So it looks like this has a information center and Holbrook Fire Department. Boy, that's a little building. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to. I don't know if they'll let you take your camera in there, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I'd like to, but I don't want to get in trouble. Park here in the shade. Anyway. Oops. Get unbuckled here. It hurts because that thing hits my. I don't know if you can see it. There's a sign there, something historical museum. And there's the. I don't know if it's the old courthouse or what it is, but I know I'm going to have to stop here pretty soon somewhere, find like a Circle K or something like that, because I am just like, my mouth is so dry. Hopefully they have a drinking fountain or something like that in there. Oh, I'm in here in a t-shirt and gym shorts, but it's like whatever, you know. But I definitely need to get something to drink. Stop at Circle K and get me like a either a fountain drink or like one of those freezies or Slurpees or whatever they are. I haven't had one of those in a while. So this is Navajo County Historical Society Museum. So I might as well go in and look around. I might run up and try to find a convenience store and get something to drink first, though, because I am just like to think. I don't know. I know there's a Circle K further up the street. So I think I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to come back here and go through there and just look around and see what's there. And I guess Winslow is in the same county. I didn't realize that. This is a big county, Navajo County. Which is weird, Holbrook being the county seat and Winslow's quite a bit bigger. But actually, so is Show Low. But it's kind of like the area where I grew up. You go over on the Oregon side, and of course you got Ontario, which is a really good sized town. But it's not the county seat. Vail is the county seat, which is out in the middle of nowhere, number one. I think it's like 20, you got to drive 20 miles from Ontario to get to Vail. It's a very small town, but for whatever reason, I guess back in the old West days or whatever, they decided to make it the county seat. So it's kind of the same deal here. Well, anyway, oops, turn off my engine. Oh, I am really tired today. That's the train. Oh, there it is right there. Here it goes. That's exciting for you guys, isn't it? Yeah, Holbrook, to be honest with you, is kind of a dumpy looking town. But, you know, if I can stay at that mission long enough until I can find a place to live. And the gal I was talking to, anyway, she's going to send me an email with a bunch of information and stuff. And she said that she has a friend that works with the housing over in Winslow area. So that'd be kind of cool, you know. I wouldn't mind living over there at all. I mean, I told her, she goes, I wanted to check with you and see how flexible you were, and you know, if you're where you're willing to live or willing to not live. And I'm like, I told her, I said if I can find a place, you know, and get back to normal life, I don't really care. You know, yeah, I'd love to find a place in Show Low. You know, so far that's my favorite area that I've been to. It's pretty. You know, it's just a nice area. But anyway, I need to go get me something to drink. I think I'm going to do that. Then I'll come back here and go through the museum. Because I'm just like, I got cotton mouth so bad, it's horrible. So anyway, I will talk to you in a bit. And there's some other stuff. There's this one thing that I know it's on this one street, and it's got like all these dinosaurs and stuff in them. And I so far haven't been able to find it on Google Maps. So, but when I do, I'll go try to get some video. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot to see around here that I have seen. I mean, unless you drive. I mean, there's things to see in the area. I mean, like Petrified Forest, and which is the big tourist attraction around here. But I'm not sure how far it is. I think it might be like 17 miles or something like that from Holbrook. But I need to conserve my gas, so I'm not going to do much driving around other than, I figured I'd try to film some stuff today. But other than that, I'm not really going to drive around a whole lot any more than I have to. So, because I don't have any more money for gas, so I've got to conserve what I have. Boy, that wind is just a whipping today. Well, at least there's some blue sky that came out, because there was no blue sky earlier. It was all clouds and blowing and just nasty. So anyway, if I find anything else to take movies of, I'll let you know. Well, I tell you what, that wind is not letting up. It's really blowing. I'll show you guys where the rescue mission is. Just a second. It's some of these roads around here are not I'm trying to find a place to turn around here. Yeah, this is definitely not the most picturesque country. That's for sure. Anyway, you can see where the vehicles are parked there. Nice. Some people sitting out front. There's a sign out there. So anyway, that is Christmas. That is home for the next however long at Bread of Life Activity Center there. Okay. So anyway, yeah, not the most, not my first choice of places to live, obviously, but when you don't have any other choices, that's, that's the way the mop flops, as my dad used to say. Man, that wind is something else. Yeah, this is kind of like up in this area up here is where all of the restaurants and hotels and basically that's it. It's basically, there's a barber shop. Empty Pockets Saloon. I don't know, man. It ain't Sholo, I'll tell you that. I really like Sholo. This Holbrook is pretty dumpy, honestly. Oh man, get the hiccups. I did get me something to drink. Show you up here. saw this yesterday. The little dog park doohickey. So they just drove right by it. Yeah, you can see there's really not a whole lot out here once you get past the businesses. Alright, I'm going to go in here. This is where I turned around yesterday, too. Oh, that's the La Quinta. La Quinta. That's expensive. One of the, there's a gravel road I can drive on. Just because I can. Yeah, this would definitely not be my first choice of towns to live in. But you know what? If I could find a place to live here, I would. And I'd make the best of it, you know? That's why I told the gal today. But she was like, is there anywhere you don't want to live? And I said, you know what? As they say, beggars can't be choosers. So, you know what? If I find a place to live, I don't care if it's Timbuktu. Yeah, here we are again. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you guys. Yesterday, the wind's blowing, but you know what? It's pretty warm today, so that actually feels pretty good. Anyway, I forgot to tell you guys something. I was a good Samaritan yesterday, more or less. There we go. I was backed up a little bit, but almost in the same spot that I was yesterday. And I was just sitting here, I think I was like watching some YouTube on my phone. Man, that wind. But anyway, I was sitting here, and this couple come up, and they pulled in front of me. It was a black couple, California plates, and they had this dog. It was a little pit bull mix, and they were having a really hard time getting it out of the car. The dog didn't want to jump out of the car. He wasn't a full-grown dog. He was fairly good size, but he wasn't real, he wasn't super big. And so they were having a hard time getting him out of there, and they finally got him to jump and get him out of the car. My first thought was, you know what? I don't have any use for that ramp since I don't have copper anymore. I figured maybe they could use it. So they were over here inside the fence. Of course, I wasn't sure how, after reloading the Explorer, at the campsite that I was at with Jim, I wasn't sure where it was. Holds up, But so I'm like, well, so I got out, didn't see it. So I'm like, well, I wonder if it's like, if I open up the back, if it's back there somewhere. So I go back, open up the back, and there it is, right there, right on top of everything. So I'm like, well, it must be meant to be. So I grabbed it, and of course they're looking at me. I go walking over toward them with this thing in my hand. and they don't know what's going on. You know, here's this weirdo, this old fart carrying something. Well, anyway, I go walking over there, and I said, "Hey, I noticed you're having a little bit of trouble getting your dog out of there. Here's something that might make it a little easier for you." Told him, I said, "You know, I don't have my dog anymore, so I don't have any use for it. So if you guys, think you could use it, it's yours." And I said, "Now you don't have to take it, but if you think," and I showed him how, unfolded it and showed him how you hooked it on to the seat and stuff. And they were like, "Yeah, that would be really handy." So anyway, they ended up with the ramp that I was using to get copper in and out of here. And, figured there's no sense me hanging on to it because, I don't, like I said, I don't know what copper status is. I don't, I haven't visited the shelter, the animal shelter, because I don't know, it just, the very thought of doing it made me so sad, and they wouldn't let me see them anyway if I went there. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to start thinking about that. It just bums me out, makes me sad. But anyway, hopefully they can get some use out of it. Things ain't cheap, I can tell you that right now. So I figured, so it's hurting down here where it goes and pressing against where my incision is. It just hurts. So anyway, there really wasn't much else to show you. I didn't, I don't know how well you could see the rescue mission there. A bunch of people sitting out front, and I didn't want to be like pointing the camera at them. So anyway. Somebody brought their dog up. So I don't know how well you can see it in the thing when I drove by there. That road is horrible going down. There's like, talk about washboard, total washboard. Like the one thing about it with this wind, at least it being warm, it feels pretty decent. If it was like 30 degrees or something like that, and the wind blowing like this, oh my word, freeze your butt off. You'd have nowhere to sit. Florida plate. Yeah, there's a lot of tourist traffic comes through here. I'm sure everybody thinks I'm a tourist. Why'd you drive through here for? Comes the Florida plate, comes driving through here and then right back out. It's like, what are you looking for? Obviously didn't find whatever it was you were looking for. Oh man, I'm so tired. I wish I had a little bit more interesting video for you guys, but to be honest with you, I'm out of energy. Looking forward to laying down. It's the one thing, if I was living by myself and had my own place, I could lay down when I wanted. long as I wasn't working or whatever. But be planning for that situation. You know, I could find a place to live in Winslow, because that really wouldn't be that bad an area to live. It's kind of a rough area, I guess, but this whole northern Arizona, other than Flagstaff, this whole area up here is kind of the Wild West in a way. It's all, you know, Holbrook's kind of a rough area too. It's just not as big. But yeah, it's like the gal said I was talking to on the phone today. She said that this whole area through here is one of the most impoverished areas. But the thing is, when you're in an area like that, your rent prices aren't going to be as high either. You know, the cost of living is going to be a lot lower, as if you were living in a ritzy area. Like Show Low is going to be a lot more expensive than here. But everything I saw there, it really wasn't that bad. But here's a lot cheaper cost of living here. So I guess there are ups and downs to everything, good and bad to everything. So anyway, I don't really have anything else to talk about. So I was hoping to find more interesting things for you guys. I had high hopes of finding different things, but really not a whole lot around that's video worthy. So yep, I think I'm just gonna sit here, and the floor's rocking back and forth. This wind is just whipping. Just whipping. It's actually starting to get a little chilly. It's only about 2:20 right now. But I could definitely use a snooze. All right, I'm going to shut up for now. You know, the thing is, people let their pets in there, ding dongs, and then they always leave the gate open. It's like almost every person that comes in here, they let their dog back in the car and they leave the freaking gate open. It's like lazy asses. So anyway, that's it for now. I don't have anything else to tell you. Like I say, just keep praying for me. Holy moly. This bush. Yeah, it's whipping. All right, we'll talk to you later.